Hey, what's up everybody, it's Fate here, and today we're taking a look at 8 villains that Goku tried to spare and why. Now, the reason for this is the somewhat bad or lazy or whatever you want to call it writing of Toyotaro in chapter 65 of the Dragon Ball Super manga. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just take a look at my last video before continuing this one. Or simply browse Twitter, you'll probably find it anyway. So, Goku is a kind-hearted Saiyan, but a lot of times instead of killing his opponents, he opts to spare their lives, out of goodness and because he truly believes everyone can better their lives. A great example of this is the first entry in our list, being Piccolo. So at the end of the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai, Goku has the perfect opportunity to kill Goku and end his reign of terror. But instead of doing that, he throws a senzu bean at him. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? And lets him fly off. Now, before you think this is all out of goodness, this actually has a purpose and a meaning behind this. Because if he would kill Piccolo, that means Kami would die, and the Dragon Balls would disappear, losing any chance of setting straight what might happen in the future. And of course, Goku now has a newfound rival to fight whenever he pleases. Now, you have to take note that nobody knows that the Dragon Balls on Namek are a thing, so they need the Dragon Balls on Earth to stay there, because, like I said, they would lose any chance of setting straight what might happen in the future. So the next entry is Raditz, Goku's older brother. During the fight between Raditz, Piccolo and Goku, it was obvious that they couldn't beat him just by fighting the way they are used to. So instead, Goku opts to grab his tail so Piccolo could fire his special beam cannon and end Raditz once and for all. Raditz of course then starts begging for his life, saying he will leave the planet and never do something bad again. Of course, Goku being Goku, he believes this and lets go of Raditz's tail, which was not the brightest decision, to say the least. Now, a bit later in the fight, Goku did manage to grab the weakened Raditz, and the special beam cannon kills him off for good. Nappa is the next one on the list, and this one is pretty straightforward and doesn't need a long explanation. Being raised on Earth and not as a killing machine like Nappa, Goku doesn't see the value in killing him, because that would only make him just as bad as Nappa, so when he is defeated and not able to fight anymore, he decides to not kill him. Of course, that's not counting on the next guy on this list, being Vegeta. There is not a single reason why Goku should spare Vegeta here, because of the terror that he caused. But in Goku's eyes, letting Vegeta die or killing him off would be a total waste. Typical Goku, isn't it? And that's simply because Goku believes Vegeta can learn a lesson, and killing him won't be of any value. So he begs Krillin, who is holding the sword of Yajirobe, to spare his life. And yes, he just wanted to fight him again, because he never had an intense fight like this before. Kinda selfish if you ask me. But yeah, moving along, the Ginyu Force. I'm gonna be quick with this one. His internal struggle with him being a Saiyan and, again, Goku being Goku, he fights the Ginyu Force, which are way weaker than him, but opts to keep them alive. Of course, Vegeta comes in and kills Riku and Burter anyway. Next up, my favorite villain of all time, Emperor Frieza. After a very long fight between the two, Frieza basically almost kills himself by throwing a death saucer at Goku, but instead of slicing Goku, he slices himself in half. Frieza of course starts begging for mercy. What's new? And out of pity and disgust, Goku shows mercy and gives him a bit of his power, just enough to leave the planet before it explodes. Frieza, being the monster that he is, immediately uses that energy for a last attack on Goku, which turns around and blasts him into oblivion. Now, sparing Frieza's life is not just an act of kindness, but actually the opposite, and I absolutely love this fact. Since Frieza always hated Saiyans, it's all the more painful that he gets spared by one. So by sparing his life, he actually shows him that he's not even worth killing, not even after what he did to his best friend. Dr. Gero is the next one, and this is pure selfishness from Goku's side. After Future Trunks goes back to his own timeline after warning Goku and the others of the androids' attack, a perfect opportunity rises to kill off Dr. Gero and stop him from even activating the androids. But Goku at this point is just being a Saiyan and just wants to find these androids himself so he doesn't kill him. Didn't turn out that great, didn't it? Because, well, yeah, Cell and all. Well, at least Krillin got a girlfriend out of it, right? Right? Now, the last one is Majin Buu. And I personally think this is just plain dumb and only serves the purpose of not killing off this new villain so soon and giving others more time in the spotlight. So when Goku was fighting Majin Buu, he could have killed him while in Super Saiyan 3 form, even if he was time restricted. But since he is dead, he felt it was important for the ones alive that they save the Earth themselves instead of Goku doing it for them. Now, of course, it sets off basically the entirety of the Buu arc, which is a pretty boring arc if you ask me. Now, eventually he sets the record straight by killing Kid Buu with the Spirit Bomb, ending his terror for good and making up for the mess that he made himself. So, thank you all for watching, and if you liked the video, subscribe to the channel for more and like the video while you're at it. I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye.